Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kelly, and this is Kelly Bell Stitches. It is Tuesday, June 13th, I think, and I thought I should come on and at least do an update. It's hot and humid here in the 90s, and I'm still trying to get all the air conditioners. I have window casing air conditioners, so I have to get those into the windows. So, what have I been up to? Well, I've been up to all kinds of stuff. I'm still working on my paper crafting, and I am also working on my witch for Jay, and I'm working on a surprise for Beverly, and I've been doing a little bit of cross stitching. Garrett, Coffee Stitcher, told about a Tempting Tangles Sal. Actually, there's 3 of them that I've bought and signed up for on Facebook, and one is almost over. It's the Freedom Sal, and I kind of late to the game on that because I think July is the last month and the Facebook group is going to close down in August. And then there is the Sizzle in Summer, which just started Friday, June 9th, and I signed up for that, and I started it yesterday, and I did post a picture of my current progress on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm klbellisima, and it's kind of like klbellisima, isma. Anyway, and the other one isn't coming up until fall, and I forgot the name of that one. Hang on, I think I have it over here. Of course, it's not on top. It is the Great Cheshire Pumpkin, and that looks like a fun one too, but that one doesn't start for a while. But that's all on Tempting Tangles, and I will try to remember to put a link in the description box. So, I think first I'm going to show you the status of my witch. I really am having a good time with her. I've actually put her down because my next step is doing the needle sculpting on the face. And I have to be in the right frame of mind for that because I like to get the eyes in the right place. But anyway, this is what Frankenstein's monster looks like right now. And you see she's got 2 legs, and she has jointed knees. And she does have articulated fingers, and her face is pretty blank. This is her chin, and this is her nose, which means her mouth goes in that little space right there. And yeah, she's weighted, and she will be able to sit out like this. She can cross her feet if you wanted her to, or she can actually even sit on a shelf. So, yeah, she's fun. I'm having a good time making her. I hope that she comes out well. Her arms move. She can wave, even though her hands look kind of big. It's kind of my signature. I like to do articulated fingers, and that means you can only go so small. So the hands have to be a little bit needle sculpted too. Like I'll have to put some palm lines in, maybe, to see if I can make the hands look more reasonable. But other than that, she's coming out well. And let's see. So let's do my whips. And the first one I'm going to show you is actually a finish. It's a finish as far as I was doing section 6 in a round robin on cross stitch finish line. And I have that in one of my clips that I did, I think, where I got it in the mail. And so this is the last section I will do. The round robin will finish after this, I believe, because this is going back to Erin. This is Erin's piece, and this is what it looks like. And I did like the very little bit from the back of this witch on this way. A little bit of the tree underneath, the cat, the trick-or-treater, and the little trick-or-treater witch. And the rest of her hat and some other stuff up here, Erin has reserved. So that is a finish. Yay. I had a good time with this. It was a pretty simple stitch. And I really was very happy to be able to work on that for Erin. Round robins are a lot of fun. And this was a really good group. Okay, so I guess the next piece I worked on was jeans and weenies. So let me get that out. And that's not jeans and weenies, there's jeans and weenies. Oh, you know, it's either too cold or too hot. I wish we'd get a happy medium. Let's see, some of this was in one of my clips too, because I did just get some new charts. Because I just love these dachshunds, and it's Palm Street Samplers. And this is the one I'm working on. It's jeans and weenies. And this is where I am. And it's looking pretty good. Let me get something to put behind it. So there's my progress on jeans and weenies. And that's coming right along. You can see the eagles coming in, and that's an Stars and Stripes flag that the eagle on the back of the one dachshund is holding. So, and there are words above it that say jeans and weenies, which I really like. So, yeah. That's a fun one. And who knows, maybe sometime I'll finish it. Let's see. Do you ever wonder, I have so much floss. So for my Sizzlin' Summer Sal, I need 700 bright Christmas green. Now you would think, since green is my favorite color, that I would have tons of that floss color. Because usually, you know, we gravitate, and if there's a sale, we pick floss up on the spur of the moment. You pick up the colors you like. Do you think I can find a skein of 700 bright Christmas green? No. No, I cannot. That could drive me crazy. Just saying. Okay, moving on. The next piece I worked on was Michael. Now, if you remember, that was a start in my Stitch Mania. And I had done just a little strip of navy blue, and that was about all I'd gotten done. Well, this is what Michael will look like when he's, sorry for the glare, what he'll look like when he's finished. Really like it. And it's one of 3 pieces I'm doing by Lavender Lace and Nora Corbett for my son Michael. This is the one for Michael. My other 2 children, Alexandria and Rebecca, will each have mirrors too. But anyway, this is, pardon my threads, let me see if I can get them out of the way. I actually ripped it all out, and I started it again because I couldn't tell where I was. And, oops, sorry, hitting my lights. This is what I have in now. I can't really see what you're seeing, so I hope you can see it. I'm doing that little bit as part of the brocade that's on his center piece on his clothes. And there is treasure braid, petite treasure braid, I think it is, or splendor, I'm not sure which, in there. And I have to admit, I like number 4 Krennic better as far as how it works up. I really fought with this, and I thought it was going to be so much better than Krennic, and I have to say I wasn't terribly impressed. So I guess that just goes to show things are different for everyone. We're not all the same. Okay, so here is the only other piece that I worked on was Princess and the Unicorn. And I would really love to get the Princess and the Unicorn done. I'm doing it on, oh, Michael, I'm doing on Exotic Orchid. And it's the, I heard somebody else say they were going to buy Exotic Orchid, and I really like it. It's really nice to work on. I did get it on 1, 2, 3 stitch. It's an even weave. Of course, now I can't remember if it's Laguna. I think it is. Not sure. Sorry. Not good at keeping track of that, although I could probably look it up if anybody really wants to know. Let me see if I can find my princess, picture of my princess. Here she is. And this is in the book, Cross Stitch Myth and Magic. And this is what the Princess and the Unicorn will look like when she's finished. And you can see it's on that pale background, in case you haven't seen my videos before. And I'm doing her on a piece of, I think it was ivory, or it may have been beige 8 to start with, and then I tea stained it, and I tie-dyed it some, or ice-dyed it a little, I don't know. Anyway, that's what she looks like so far. The unicorn's coming in good, and actually the brown here is the top of her head. There's some beads that have to go in here for a crown, and then I can just work down. And then I'll start here and work down through the unicorn. And I think it's going to look beautiful. She's going to look like she's on a stormy background, which is what I wanted. And the brown is about all I got in this time, because by the time I figured out where I was and decided to start at the top, I was kind of too tired to keep going. And so yesterday, like I said, I started that sizzling summer sale, and I don't have a picture of it, unfortunately. But I can show you where I am. Put my needle up there. And this color is 742. And that's actually an 18 count Ada, I think it's like mocha, that I bought from 123 Stitch. And I'm loving this. I think it's beautiful. The whole piece is from here to here, this first section, and it's 4 wide and 4 down, I think. So it's each section is a 36 by 36. So it's a nice, fun, easy stitch. And the next color I want is a bright Christmas green that's going to go in kind of around in here. And I think will look great. But I can't find it. Which means I probably do have it. It's probably in one of my other pieces. I'm trying not to separate my floss out anymore and keep it in a master set. But I do have whips that have floss in them. Unfortunately, none of the ones I've looked at so far have my 700. Oh well, I may have to settle for $6.99. But that's okay too. It's green, it's bright, I like it. And I think that's about all I've been up to. I'm still working on my paper crafting. A few people have said they enjoy seeing my paper craft, but it's over there. Hold on a second. I'll go get it because I made a couple of tags. Okay, so that was it for my whips. I'm going to try to continue with sizzling summer, and probably, see, it's hot and my hair is just doing its own thing. Oh, there they are. So June 3rd, there was a balloon festival in Cambridge. So I took this out of our local little like penny saver type paper. So that's going to go into my Wizard of Oz book, which, in case you didn't see it, looks like this. And it says the wizard will fix everything. And I watched The Wizard of Oz on Amazon Prime the other night. And Dorothy actually says that to, I think, the Cowardly Lion. So that's what the book will look like. The inside is still blank. But, let me see. I will show you more when I get it finished. But I will show you this. This is my plan for the inside front cover and the first page. Oop. If I can hold on to it. So that's going to be the inside of the front cover, and I don't know what else I'm going to put on it. And then this, and I notice there are heels on these, so my die cut might be just perfect. And if you want to know what my die cut looked like, I think it was in my last video. Anyway, so here is one of the tags that I made. And I may have shown some of this before, but I added a picture. This is a picture from the point of view of my back deck. These are going to be tiger lilies in here when they come into bloom. I have a slate rock wall, a stacked slate wall, and this is just a brass citronella like burner to keep the mosquitoes away. And I just thought that that was really pretty. But that's how I'm going to use my tags in here, is I'm going to make them so they will hold small pictures. And then I made another little tag that I don't have anything in yet. And that's the back of the tag. And this is the front of the tag. And then this is actually a die cut, and it flips up like this. Which of course means I have this dress shape in blue gingham to use for Dorothy at some point. Or to represent Dorothy, I guess I should say. So that's where I stand with that. I do a little bit, you know, when I feel like it. And yesterday I spent organizing some of my beads into my bead trays. And let's pause a minute and I'll get my bead trays and I'll show you what they look like right now. I'm back. I did a bead unboxing from Fire Mountain Gems that I'm putting up on my craft channel, which is Kelly Bell. Bear in mind that those beads are not included in what I'm showing you right now. And I have other boxes of varying types that also have beads in them. I have a container of tubes of beads, which is pretty much what I unboxed the other day, that sits over that direction on my craft table. The craft table's wide, so I can't reach them, or I'd show you that too. But these are what my bead boxes look like. Now this one has two empty spots. Oops, sorry for the glare. You can see my lamp in that. And I have them somewhat, you know, color by color. And some of them aren't seed beads. Some of them are rondelles or other shaped beads. And then this is my second one. And this one doesn't have any empty spots. And there are, you know, some fire polished beads and other things. But most of it is seed beads, because I like to do my polymer clay faces, and I also like to do some string work, you know, bead weaving and stuff, and I want to make some earrings. So I have big plans to use up some of these beads that I'm kind of starting to collect, and part of my bead unboxing was polymer clay too. So yeah, we will see what we shall see. I have a lot of plans. Hopefully I can cool the inside of this house down. Wow, it is hot in here. I need to get the air conditioners in. But that is where I am right now. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. I'm not sure how long it is. I don't think it's very long. And if you have any questions, let me know. And I will see you next time. I want to thank you all so very much for taking the time to watch my videos, for your likes and your comments, and especially for being a subscriber. If you have any suggestions of other things you'd like to see, let me know. I do have another channel though that I put most of my crafting on. I have to admit I haven't done a lot of videos over there lately, and I need to get back to that. I am documenting some of my doll making process that I will put on the other channel. So, just FYI, I guess. Enjoy your day, and thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Bye for now. Blessings.